Okay, so we've made two parts to our vise, and you can see that one of them is still greyed out the base, and then the top parts are darker colour. Now if we look over here on our browser, we can see that we've got a little dot that's coloured in by the at the back of that part, which makes it the active component, which is why it's all shaded the one colour. If I go mouse up to where it says demo vise and I activate that component, then because both of those things are then the part of the demo vise, then both files will then all become visible. So we're going to create one more part before I go and watch Game of Thrones, because it's getting a bit late. So again, what we're going to do is create one of the jaws of the vise, the movable jaw. So we're going to create a new component. This is going to be part number 4. So part 4. And we're going to put it onto this part here. So go OK. And you can see now everything's all greyed out. So I'm going to switch around to the top view so I can see what I'm doing. What we need to do is do a rectangle there. There's going to be 15 by 30. So get our sketch tool. Now the end points of this are going to line up with that. So you can actually start on that corner there if we wanted to. From my mouse is, whoops. So what I've done is I didn't select the sketch to start off with, so that's why it's spun around on me. So let's try that again. So sketch, select the face. Okay, now we can go to our rectangle tool. It'll snap to the corner. So it should be 30, which is what we want, by 15. Press enter. We're going to go stop sketch. And we're going to extrude that shape. So we want all three parts, 1, 2, 3. We want to extrude them 29 millimeters up. So distance over here, change that to 29. And we can put it on a bit of an angle so we can see what it's doing. There we go, so it's 29 up. Go OK. Now, that sketch that we did has just disappeared, but if we expand out on our browser part 4 and sketches, and you can see that there's the first sketch that I messed up. And this is the second sketch in here, which we can turn on. We should have 4 little components to that. So what we're going to do is, if I can spin it around, see if we can get this to work. We want this sketch to show up where, on the bottom here, where we have those other little boxes in there. So let's see if we can get this to work. So we're going to go create. There's one, which it didn't let me select. There we go. And the other one is down here on the bottom. Now, so we've got those. We want those to be 10 millimeters. But you can see if we do it that way, it's going to be a cut. So we need to make that a -10 to change the direction. So we're going to do -10. We've got one there. It should be both of them. Oh yes, both of them are there. -10. Make sure it's joined. Click OK. And if we turn it to the front, then we can see that we've made our two arms. We've got a radius of 1, like so. We're going to put little round circles and cut them through on these points here. So we're going to create a sketch. Click on that face. Press C for circle. So we're going to make our circles 2, because 2, we're working in diameter here. So diameter of 2, which is a radius of 1. Press enter, and again. And then we're just going to move our mouse to the other end. Press C for circle. Again, draw a circle that's 2. Whoops, where did that go? So 2 millimeters, press enter and enter. There we go, that's better. So you should have 2 circles. We're going to go to stop sketch, create, select the 2 circles that we've just drawn, particularly those parts there. We want them to be a cut, and the distance that we're going to do is 15, because that's how thick that part is. Now, to make sure it's going in the right direction, you can see it's not there. So we need to change it so it says -15. Go OK. Now if we look at it from the front again, you can see that we've got those little pieces that cut out. That's very good so far. Okay, so now we've also got to put a chamfer on there, and we're going to put some holes through that. So just drag that down. So the chamfer is going to go on the back edge. So we're going to go to Modify, Chamfer, pick that back edge. The distance of the chamfer is 5mm. Go OK. Then we're going to cut out where the jaw is of the chuck. So that's going to be 5mm by 10mm. So we're going to go Sketch for a sketch on the side here. Grab your rectangle tool. Grab the corner. So it's going to be 10. So we've got 10 by 5. Enter and draw your rectangle there. And we're going to go stop sketch, extrude, grab that shape there. Again, we want to do this as a cut. We're going to make this 30mm because how wide it is. It's probably going to be -30. Okay, go OK. So there's our jaw starting to look pretty good at the moment. Okay, we need to put a hole in there. A 10mm hole, so we're going to use our hole tool. Click on the face. Now this time it's not a counterbore, it's just a simple straight through hole, the diameter of which is 10. Now we can put some references on there so we can line some things up. So the distance between that and this line down the base here. Yeah, let's do this. No, it's not going to let me select my reference lines again. Oh, why does that? So let's try that. So I'm going to right click, go to feature. There we go, now we've done it again. So from that side there, it needs to be centered to the middle, so that makes it 15. And then from the bottom edge there, we need that to be 17. Just check that our hole goes all the way through, so spin that around, go that way. You can see that it needs to go a bit further to get the point out. Like that. Go OK. And just check on the front that it's going there. Now, we can thread this hole. So you go thread and click on that and make sure it's modelled. Click OK. And it should be 10 by 1. So before you click OK, just change this to 10 by 1. Go OK. And there is your part. So that's going to be sliding along this face. That is all we need to do on this. So again, we can save it as well.